Hey guys, it's Friday again. Thanks for showing up. In a minute, Javi's going to swing the screen around, but we had to kind of get our Switcher Studio figured out a little bit because they're always changing stuff. Yeah. So, anyway, Dara's here. Dara's always here. Can count on Dara. Today, we're going to make spoon jewelry. Not that we haven't done it before, but we keep getting like newer people coming in, to see us, and they might not have seen it. Plus, maybe I got a new idea, or maybe what I'll say will give you a new idea, right? Could be, So anyway, of course, as usual, I do not get as much time to work on this as I want to, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to show you the basics, and then I'm going to step out links to you in the description to other spoon jewelry things. And I'll probably put some spoon jewelry that I made on community. Do you guys ever go look at the community tab on my Bisa Boutiques channel? It's kind of cool. I put pictures there all the time. Not as much as I should, but if I had more people looking at it, I would do it like every day, twice a day, because we got like tons of pictures, and those pictures can inspire you, or maybe make you think of something that you hadn't thought of before when you watched the video. They help me. I love going through my hard drive and looking for pictures, because the other day Rob did something to help me bring it all up faster, because we have so many there, it takes like forever. Yeah. And I think it said we had like 30,000 pictures in hard drive. Those would be our products when we put them up, but those would be also a lot of pictures that have come from my old Flickr group, come from my old business page on Facebook, because we go back a ways. They've come from an old image event gallery that I had, and they really come from Bisa Boutiques Creative Group on Facebook. So if you don't belong to that yet, this is your invitation. Please come and join us. This is a place where we showcase things that we've made from stuff that I carry, whether it's at Etsy or if it's on a website, whatever. I might not have it right now. Hey, feel free to say something to me about it. If I can bring it back in, I will. Sometimes I don't bring it back because they jacked the price way up. Like right now, Gilder's Pace has just gotten incredibly stupid. So I don't know how much longer we're going to have that, and that kind of grieves me because there's a place for that stuff. But I will find an alternative. You know how I am. I will find an alternative, and that will be that. Okay, guys? So we're going to see who else is on here already. Aloise Marie Beans is here. Never Saw Community. Yeah, it's in that nav bar that goes across the page at the top of Bisa Boutiques channel. And it goes like home, videos, live, and community, and search or whatever. It's all there. Anyway, community. I put a lot of pictures in there too. And you never know, you might see one of yours in there. I know I've put some of Lisa's stuff in there before. So there you go. I look cute. I look messy. But that's supposed to be like this. I just don't think I have it quite the right messy yet. But I'll get there. I like it. And that's the main thing, do I like it? I might look stupid, but so long as I like it, my demeanor and my personality will make up for the rest. Because when you feel good, have you ever noticed? You look good. I feel good today. I feel good. And so today, we got Miss Javi with us.
Yeah.
Because poor Miss Lauren got impressed into service out there packing boxes. But she likes it because she's working with her dad a little bit today. So, anywho, so Javi's got the 2 umbrellas on me, which I've not had them on me too much. One day, Lauren and I put one on. And we got just all kind of a new thing, and then Switcher Studio is acting like an idiot, and we had to figure it out again. But it's worth having. How did you see that new one they have out now? Oh, I can't remember. It starts with an S too.
Oh, I don't know.
But it looks really cool. We need to find out how much it costs because
Okay.
it might be better.
That's true.
Might be better. Anyways, hey Goldilocks. Goldilocks, huh? Well, I suppose this part is, yeah, back here. This here in the front is mine. That's my old lady hair. The white is mine. Okay, am I going out tonight? No, are you kidding me?
We're just dressing up for you.
John's at work. Nah. Oh, Jordy will be here though, so I will have company. Jordy will be here with me tonight, so that's all good. So anyway, let's get into it. So what I'm using are the brass spoons at our website. And let me tell you about them spoons. They're not like you went to a flea market and you find a pile of old flatware and then try to do stuff with it, which people do, and they do an excellent job. But a lot of times it takes blood, sweat, and tears because the old flatware is made out of some kind of alloy that's super, super hard to cut or bend. So normally, if you're going to use that stuff, you need a jeweler's saw, and don't ask me to ever show you how. Because I'll never forget, years ago, a mentor friend of mine says, okay, yeah, come up and I'll show you how to do the jeweler's saw. I said, okay, me and Shelley went over there. She says, because if I don't, there will be blood. She says, you're going to hurt yourself. So we had to sit up there and saw all afternoon, and I'll tell you, that's all I needed. That's all I needed to know. It was a good thing to know, but I was probably never going to do it. Like parallel parking, you got to learn it. Do you do it? I don't. I'll do anything to avoid that. So I do about anything to avoid using a jeweler's saw. However, having said that, I don't know if you could see it. I'm wearing a bunch of chotch here. This is old chotch that I made a long time ago. Old lady wearing old chotch. I don't know if you can get this or not. You see this piece? You might have seen this before. This is an old spoon. You can tell. See, it's all beat up, oxidized on the back. This is an old spoon that I happen to have, and I really liked it, and it was just the right size because I want to make a 40 by 30 cab out of resin, and so it fit down in there really good. So I decided, okay, so now I got to take this thing and put it in a vise and then saw it. And you know, it's just this little bit across here. Just this little tiny bit across here, that's all.
Yeah.
It was awful. I'm just not good at it. Probably I don't like it. That's why. But anyhow, so, but yeah, sometimes you find a spoon that just like is screaming your name and you gotta do something with it. But yeah, have fun with that. Okay, getting back to the whole point of this. These brass spoons are made in the United States out of rich low alloy, which means 85% copper, 10%, I think it's tin. I have to look that up again. I don't know why that flew out of my head because I know that. I know that, like I know my name, but right now it's not coming to me. And I do know it's 85% copper, which means relatively soft, relatively. So you can cut it with these scissors here. You guys have a pair of these?
Nylon scissors?
If you don't, you want to get some. Are they at our website? They should
Yes.
be. They should be, but they're not right now.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
on their way. I no sooner sell out of this, and I got to get more. I should like get them ahead of time because we sell a lot of them. They're not expensive. I think they're like $15 in that area, and these will cut up to 20 gauge.
Wow.
Which is good. Now, at 20 gauge, you're going to struggle a little bit, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But, most brass stampings are made out of 24 gauge, so you're good to go. You can cut them. And these are just narrow little necks on them, so, it's not going to be tough. So anyway, so what I do, in case you haven't seen it before, I start out with these sugar shell spoons. And that's what they are. They're modeled after a sugar shell that maybe we've been in a Victorian set of flatware or something like that. Fancy. Grandma's stuff. Great grandma's stuff. Grandma core. So anyway, but they're brass. This one's raw brass, and I put a little bit of white antique on it. It's not perfect, but I can fix that later. Anyway, this one, however, is silverware silver plate. This looks like the real deal. It has all the look of sterling, but it's not sterling. So you get the look of it without paying the horrible price. Having said that, though, this one's $7.95, and that's because brass has gone up and it's a heavier piece. This one's $11.95. And the profit margin there is like super skinny because I can't, make it too crazy for you guys. But it's worth it because it has fine silver plating on it. Not everybody does that. That's the difference between our brass and other people's brass. I use the best that I can get in the United States. And if I get it somewhere else, I'll get Korean because their plating's pretty sweet too. They have some of the nicest gold plating you ever saw. You couldn't afford to buy it in the United States. But that's just how it is now. Anyway, so this one's raw. You can save a little money, work with raw. And you can color it in. I usually spray paint them. I usually don't use like a sponge or, acrylic paint. I usually spray paint them front and back. Just matte white. That's what I do. And then I scrub it back, with some fine steel wool. Or if I don't have that, I will use this nail file. It works. What can I say? I'd rather have a better file than this, honestly, or a hunk of steel wool. But I was lazy. I had to go down into the old workshop and dig around down in there. It's cold down there. It's really cold in Ohio. Ooh. And I didn't want to go look for. I knew where it was. I could get it. I'm like, nah. So what I got up here? Well, I looked for my old Stanley file that I bought like 40 years ago. Couldn't find it. It's nowhere. So I says, nail file time, nail file. They work. For this especially, because you're going to turn it over and it's going to be underneath. None's going to get jagged on it. It's going to be fine. So, all right. So I colorize this or I buy it plated already. I normally try to keep some silver ones around. They don't sell very fast for obvious reasons. Right now we have 25% off though, and there's no minimum, so that's not too bad. But anyway, I carry them that, and they color raw, and I carry brass ox and we're out of those, and I will get them on my next brass order. But that's what I usually carry. And brass ox you can paint over it really good and looks great. On the silver, I wouldn't do a whole lot. Some gilder's paste in patina is sweet if you want to put something on the silver. More than that I wouldn't do because you start screwing it up and it's just too expensive, in my opinion, to be screwing it up, right? Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So, Colleen says it's a Cyndi Lauper look.
Oh, man.
Well, she has a video out that I like to watch a lot. I love her outfit. I want that outfit. And it's not crazy. It's not a crazy outfit. It's a designer outfit. But she doesn't have her hair pinned up like this. But hers is better. And Dara says she uses her Dremel to saw. Yeah, there's a cutoff wheel on that. And that's easier. I just don't use it. If you want to, you could learn how. I'm sure there's videos on it and everything. But I do not like a jeweler saw. Period, the end. So I try to avoid having to do that. It's one thing to drill a hole. I got no problem with that. I've got 50 ways to drill a hole. Usually I use my drill press. But when it comes to the Dremel cutoff wheel and stuff like that, I don't know why. You talk about there will be blood. I kind of think there will be blood. Anyway, yeah, she uses shears to cut. They're very good. And also, like, if you like to do stuff with thin brass sheet, or like you buy those tins and you deconstruct them and cut stuff and then anyway, they're great for that. So everybody ought to have one. I ordered a bunch. They're coming in. Probably they'll be on the site by this time next week, and I will tell you with the next video that they are or not, whatever. But if I find they're going down fast, or I get a lot of people saying, "Hey, save for me," I want, I'll just back up order them. That's all. So they are great scissors. I do believe so. I do believe they are great scissors. A dear friend and mentor told me about them. She had them and used them for her classes. And when she retired, she gave me the link, which was really sweet of her. She said, well, that's because I'm going to send people to you and they're going to need them, and then they need a place to get them. So, okay. All right, that was nice. Oh, someone says hi, Javi. Who says hi, Javi? Oh, Dara. Okay, so let's just get on because I'm just going to talk like a crazy woman the whole day. All right, so I'm going to show you how I cut this thick one. Now, these thin ones, the little tiny spoons, the ones that look like this, these little tiny babies. There's one that we have in stock right now that's like this. Be good for a capstone or something, or a mini vintage stone of some sort that's flat back. This one's got the pretty heart shape. And they both, if you notice, they have little holes up here. So what you can do is, here's one that I already cut and put some white on it. So here's cut. You see? I go about halfway done cut. I'll show you that too. But because there's a hole there, what I do to make it into something, now you could hang it like that so you could see the heart. You could even put some like resin in there and make it a red heart. But what I do a lot of times is I take it and then when I roll the back, which I do this way, this goes pretty quick because it's thinner. These are actually made from the old souvenir spoons. You ever seen those in a flea market, or you've been at somebody's tag sale or yard sale or whatever, estate sale? They have these old souvenir spoons, and they're brass, and they have some kind of really cheap, crummy tin plate on them. But basically underneath, that's what they are, is this, and they came from the same place I get them now. No kidding. I know because I asked. So anyway, now let's see if I can do this without my hands shaking too much, because I had altogether too much coffee. Javi wasn't here to remind me not to do that, see? And girls are busy out front.
You only can have coffee after 3.
Only can have it after 3, okay. So Javi's going to be back around here a little bit more. So how many say yay? I say yay! She's going to be here at least one day a week and to help us with some of the videos. And then if things pick up, which I hope they do, we might try to see if she wants her old job back, because we'd sure love to have her. We'll see what happens when the time comes. Right now, we got a date, and she's mostly doing the website, the new one. You know, I told you about the new website with Shopify, and she's working on that. And she thinks that we will be able to launch it late spring, early summer. Okay, so you can see I bent that thing. You see?
Yeah.
I bent that thing. Okay, now, this is going to not hang too good. This needs to come forward a little bit. See, it's like this. It's okay, but like if you put that for pendant, it might not hang quite too good. It'd be all right for anything, but it might like go crookedy, you know, like, I don't know, weird.
No, I think that's pretty good.
Just say weird. Well, here's what makes it better. If you like it, fine. But what I do is I bend it forward just a little bit. And then you have to be sure that you get this back part down. You know, because you don't want, like, your jump ring or your chain or whatever you're going to do with it to, you know, fall off. So I'm going to do that. And then I'll just, you know, manipulate it until I like how it looks. But the thing is with these, if you're making earrings now, the one that goes next to it, you got to get it the same way. Like when we were doing the ear wires last week, you got to get them the same. You got to get these the same too. So here's one, has nothing. Here's the one with the loop. Now, you could do it this way and put a big jump through there and hang all kinds of chotch on it. You can make like crazy good thing out of that. Or you can loop it and make it go this way and hang little drops from there. Oh wait, no, I'm talking wrong. Okay, this one you could do that way. Hang little drops and things on. Okay, this one, if you do it this way, yeah. You loop the bottom and then you hang from the top. So you have more of a bail down here. Just depends on what luck you like. So, you know, play with it and see what you come up with. These spoons, these little spoons are not expensive at all. Not at all. Okay, so then I have some ones like this. Let me back these up a little bit. So these are a little bit bigger and they're silver, so yeah, they cost more. But see, the thing is, it's from a silver spoon. If you're going to only use one spoon, you only want to buy one, you experiment, you get 2 pendants out of that. Because you cut it in the middle, and then you can loop the bottom, and you can loop this and get 2 pendants. And it's really cool. Oh, I feel the sneeze coming on. If I explode all of a sudden, you'll have to forgive me. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can cut this. Okay, here's another type too. Raw brass. And it's got a cab top. Oh, I showed you that one. Okay, so anyhow, I'm going to cut it now. All right, so I have to determine where the middle is. And you know me, I don't measure enough. So I eyeball that. Unfortunately, I don't usually have a problem. It usually works. But anyway, where I would cut this is, maybe I'll score it a little bit. I would cut this like right about here. Just making a little mark so I can see where I'm at. You guys can't see it, but I can. Okay, that right in the middle, you know, if you need to. Because, you know, here's the thing. If you're making earrings, you got to get them cut, both of them in the same place, because you're going to mess it up. You don't have to trim them. You can, but it's just a pain in the butt. All right, so now I'm going to cut this. Now, so I'm going to take this. Sometimes what you got to do is kind of rock it back and forth a little bit, but sometimes you'll go right straight through, and I'm feeling good, so let's see if I can, yeah.
Whoa.
Woohoo!
Cut like butter.
Cut like butter. So now I got 2. Now, when I bend this, do you see how that's sticking up? Kind of, you know, you just think, that's probably not going to hang too good. So what do? Well, what I do is I bend it up a little bit, and then I take it and I just bend it around. So I get it this way. So do you see now how it's hanging better? So it's going to be in the right place. Now, what I can tell you about spoon pendants is when you make them and you hang them, you either got to do it high or you got to make it long. If you make it like right here on your chest, like, you know, where it's going to stick out and look really stupid. You're not going to like it. Nobody wants a really stupid look, except maybe me. So anyway, that's what you do. And then, like, if this is still sticking out too much and you're not, you know, caring for it much, you can just just like move it back a little bit more. And just move it back a little bit more. It's soft. You can do it. It's 24 gauge brass. You can do it. It's not hard. Okay. So there you go. And it's the same with the other side. And then you can just colorize them however you want. Now, if you like that mellow golden look, what you can do is take a sunshine cloth, degrease them first. You know how we degrease raw brass. Degrease them first, and then take a sunshine cloth and shine it up, and then hit it with matte spray lacquer. Maybe. You might only need 1 coat. And then it will preserve the look of that mellow brass, and it won't go dark on you. And you won't have to colorize it if that's the look you want to go for, okay? So that's kind of cool. Now what I got to do is I have to show you how to cut a thick one. And where do I do that? Let's look at this. And I'll show you where I usually cut it. Do you see on here? We only have one style like this, so, you know. It'd be easy to remember, you know. If you have a spoon of some other kind, then you're going to have to figure out. You could do that just by measuring, cutting in half. Of course, you know that. But this is how I do it. right here where these 3 dots are diagonally, I try to get it so I'm going right straight through the middle. And I find out that's pretty good. That gives me plenty on this end and plenty on this end to make a bail. Now, this is thicker. This is pushing the ticket. I think this might be a little bit more than 20 gauge. Might be 19 or 18. So, but I'm going to start, what I'll do at first is make like, like a mark. And just kind of start getting into it. See, I'm doing that. Now, I will tell you, I've used these scissors for things I shouldn't have ought to done it. Like, for example, I've cut a lot of fabric with these. If you want to keep your scissors sharp, these kind, don't do that. Just save them for your workshop. See, there's the, you see that? Right there. There's the little line. So we just got to go meet it on the other side. And we meet in the middle. Okay. We're getting there. It's cutting. See? Moved.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to go. You ready? Watch out, you might get hit. Normally it should not be that hard. Right now,
Yeah.
you can just snap it. Okay, so now it's a little bit crookedy. That's not going to matter a whole lot because we're going to file that off. If you have a really good file, it's easy. If you got a nail file, it's going to take you a little while. So just go watch TV while you do it. Find a good movie or something. I've been watching movies the last week or two. I've been watching music videos and stuff like that. I get on a roll, and I watch this and I watch that. You get like that? I'm on this roll too, where I want an electrified dulcimer. Do you guys even know what that is?
Yeah, what is that?
It is a stringed instrument. And the old-fashioned Appalachian people used to play dulcimers. So you can get dulcimers from the really trade, guys who make it their trade. And they cost thousands. Well, I don't want that. I want to get a decent dulcimer and have it electrified by somebody who even knows how to do it. Or buy one like that. Jordan says he sees them once in a while. They're big money, so I guess I'll ask John. Not that he has it either, but he has more than me. Anyway, so I want an electrified dulcimer. Because it's, when you went to school, did you ever play the auto harp? Do you remember auto harps?
Yeah,
Harvey?
the harp, the one.
And it's the one lays on the,
Yeah.
here, and then you just strum,
Yeah.
and you move the chords, the chords up here.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sort of like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Sounds
but
pretty
you
good.
can pick it like a guitar.
Oh.
And it has
I
a
like that.
real different sound, and it's so cool. Well, you know who does it. My girl Cindy, she does it. And she's great. She's great at that and the recorder, which is like a flutophone. She plays it really good. And she also plays the guitar, which I did not realize that until I watched a bunch of her videos this week. She plays electric guitar pretty well. So, anywho, but I want an electric dulcimer. It just has this sound like nothing else. Just like nothing else. My son will find me one. He finds all that stuff. He'll say, "Hey, Mom, I found your electric dulcimer, and it cost $2,000. And I'll say, "Well, you know what? I wouldn't hesitate if I had the money because I know I can play that sucker. I know I can. Without a doubt. In short order. But, some money is kind of bad. I don't know, I kind of think maybe people get them and jack with them, jack them around and, kind of like cobble them up. I guess that's a better word for it. Make them what they want them to be. Okay, so I got this all filed down. all filed down. Pretty good, you know, I fell over it, it's smooth, it's, you know, pretty good. So now I'm going to take and bend it. And this one is really the same as the little one, except it's tougher because it's thicker metal. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this thing and we're going to use our flat nose because we're going to need more leverage than we would normally get, you know, with the little round ones. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here. There's a line going across. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to bend it back this way. And bend it back this way. See? See what I've done? It's not quite right angle, but it's getting there, you know. Now I want to take this end of it. And I want to take it and I want to bend it back very carefully. Now you have to be careful because you'll get a real weird bend if you're just take it and turn it like this. You're not going to like it. So I do it this way, and I just go a little bit at a time, and then I move back and just keep going up the handle. You know, don't just hold on to the end. Just keep going up the handle. You're not going to hurt nothing. I haven't hurt nothing yet. So you just keep going. See, already it wants to get that weird arc in it. You know, if I'm not careful, it's going to go there, and I don't want that. Because you can get it out, but that's not the way you want to spend your time. And they'll start to get a little bit crooked, too. Can you see how I bent it over that way a little bit? So I'm going to take this. I'm trying to get it. So, yeah, see, this has got an arc. It's not the best. But, I mean, it's going to work. It's fine. It's just I would like to have a nice round arc.
Would bail making pliers help?
Yeah, that would probably work, too.
Okay, I just
The
wondering.
only thing is they're round, and I find that I like these flat nose pliers because it gets hold of it, you hold it, and it stays there.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so I like that.
The other ones probably slip.
I saw something, Javi, you're going to want. I'm going to get some.
Really?
They have these micro pliers for wire.
Ooh.
They can make real tiny little
Ooh, I like
stuff.
that.
Yeah. So I'm going to get some. And then you can tell us if they're any good. How's that?
Yeah.
You can test them out and see if they're any good before I go buy like 15 pair of them or something. They're not real expensive, but still. I can't be throwing my money around buying stuff that nobody's going to like, you know.
It's true.
So, and then you end up giving it to people like for a gifty or something, and then they don't even use it or they sell it. So, like, how dumb was that?
Yeah.
For me, not
That's
them.
sad. I already used it.
Yeah, what's that? Did you do a video on this, Brennan? No. How about if you do and tell me? No, I didn't do it. Although it's an idea. I always need ideas. 'Cause, you know, I'm getting up there.
Did you paint these spoons with?
I just kind of whitewashed them.
Oh, whitewashed
a
them?
little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not the best, but
I kind of like them like that though. Being
yeah,
honest.
you know, what I like is, like I said, matte white.
Yeah.
And then let it sit till it's almost cured, and then take it and distress it.
Okay.
Lovely, lovely. And then you can hint a little bit of color on it. Again, I like patina Gilder's paste. I might carry patina Gilder's paste and not carry any more of it. You know, that one I just kind of, I'm in love with that one. I gotta have that. So I might just carry it, because then, you know, I can't show you that if I don't have any. It's just not nice. Oh, look at my toys. You can't have them. Of course, you can get it other places too. But you won't like the price of it there either. It's just gone up bad. Okay, so can you see what I've done? Now, this one isn't quite done yet. I would like to get a little bit, let's see if I can show you. See, it's not quite down to where nothing could work its way out of it. So I need to work on that. And this is a little bit squared off, and I'm not crazy about that. But I can get that. You know, I can get it. So now all I got to do is decorate it. And then choose some pretty, maybe, you know, some nice chain. Or you could work a chain if you wanted to do that, you know, make a neckline. You could use sari ribbon in it, and I will show you what that looks like. Because we now have sari ribbon, a lot of it. For now, my shipment finally came from India after 2 months. So when I run out, it'll be a long time before I get some more probably. But anyhow, this is what it would look like if you use sari. We got some pretty colors, I think. Hey Diane, how many colors of sari ribbon did we get? She might not be out there.
She might not be out there.
She might be shipping.
I could look really quickly.
Oh, that's okay. I think it's 6.
I thought so too.
We put 4 on Etsy, and I put full skeins, and they're 30 yards in a skein, and it's $9.95. Now, sari ribbon's not expensive ribbon, and it shouldn't be, but still, that's kind of, chump change. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. See, if you put it on sari.
Oh, it does look beautiful on there.
Yeah, so you got that. And then if I did sari, I would probably take it and tie it here too.
Oh, really?
Or just sew it shut a little bit. And then I might decorate it going up the side a little bit. Well, maybe like little bits of seed beads and stuff like that, But then, you tie the end, or you don't have to. You could put little clamps, and fix them that way. There's lots of ways to go with that. So you could do sari ribbon. Sorry. And then we have a bunch of stuff coming onto the website. We had such a hugely busy week this week. We had 4 new bead mixes. We had to package all that. Diane's finding stuff out there left and right that we forgot we had, so we're getting that on. I can't remember what all else. We got stuff in here we had to take care of. So probably sometime next week is when we'll begin to work with this stuff. And what I got a lot of soft things, not metal. One is this. This is just a snippet of it.
There you go.
Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. I don't know if I brought the rest of it out here. No, the rest of the things back there in my room. But anyway, it comes like in a long month. I think when I get it's a meter, which is 3 foot. But this would be pretty cut up. Like I cut some up. And I could put some like in the bowl of the spoon along with some other things. Some pearlies and stuff. Have a real nice soft look, So that'd be pretty. I could do that, But what I really like, and I'm going to show you how to do this, not today, but another day and soon. You know how I like that soft jewelry that is sewn. That we did that in Uptown Boho. Well, there were some places that I didn't go because I wasn't quite sure of it yet. Well, I know now. And you can make the most unbelievable necklace out of this that you will love. See, I'm not even showing it in a picture. Yeah. Okay. You can make the most unbelievable necklace out of this. And you could also make a bracelet. Now, how about that? So I got some of that, and I got some other ribbons and things like that that are pretty, pretty special. I have a lot of the new resin roses that are in colors that are real finely made. Like, for example, this guy. You can see him. These are the new ones coming out. This is red and black. Can't really see it too good, but they're very finely carved. They're not, soft molded. These are like, when you feel over them, you think they're carved with the resin. They're flat back on the back. See, I got goobers of them, but I got to get them, on the site yet. And then I found mulberry flowers again. Paper roses. So, I got to get them up. And just a whole bunch, I got a ton of, I got a ton of ribbon roses, just goobers, ribbon roses. Here's some I kept for me. This is my private stash. I'm going to put on here, and I'm going to make necklaces. Yeah, famous last words. Well, at least I wanted to do it. Okay, so basically, I was going to show you, like how you could embellish one, but I don't think it's necessary because how many assemblage videos have I made? And how many have you watched? You guys, I can see who's here. Y'all, you've won a lot. Oh, see, somebody put spoons. That must have been you, Javi.
Yeah, that was me.
Javi put some links up if you want them on the feed. Let's see, who else is here? Colleen. Oh, Darcy is here. And there you go. So, anyways, you can look at the link she put there. And, you know about mini assemblies. Of course, there's always a new way with it, and I have some new stuff coming up with that. But there is one spoon video where I used epoxy sculpt. And everybody that sees that necklace that I made out of a spoon and used epoxy sculpt and check beads, they love that piece. I love it. I wish I'd kept it. I made 2 of them and I sold both of them. And I wish I'd kept one. But anyway, you can, just put some epoxy sculpt down into the bowl of the spoon. And then just, you have to put like your check beads on head pins and stick them down in it, but yeah, they're going to stay. You can make yourself a whole bouquet necklace, and it's beautiful, and it's not hard. You'll feel so happy when it's done because it looks like, wow, man, could I make something like that? It looks hard, but it's not. Don't you love stuff like that? I do. So anyway, yes, that lace is quite elegant. I about had a bird when I saw it. So you wait till I go back there. I'm like tempted to go back on there and get some more, but I spent too much PayPal, credit, so I have to wait. But till I go back, I'm sorely afraid it won't happen. But you know what? They'll have something else. Whatever. So anyway, that's pretty much what I had to tell you about it. It's not like we're doing a lot of decorating of them because that's, you guys know how to do it. I was just showing you the ins and outs of how to cut the spoons, what to use, where to cut them, and then how to bend them to make a bail, and how you want to make it because it won't hang right on you. And how it's important, like if you're making earrings, your bail size has got to be the same or they're not going to hang right. You have to take it apart, cut them down some more. Next thing you know, you wrecked it. How do I know that? How do I know? Because I wrecked a lot of stuff, that's why. Sometimes wrecking things is the best teacher. I said to Rob one day, Javi's husband, good old Robbie, you guys probably remember Robbie. So he says, Robbie, how did you learn to do all this stuff with computers? He says, by blowing them up.
That's true.
People would give me their computers and I go in and tear them up and do this and that, and then, I didn't care. He says, it blew up a lot, and then I'd try to fix them and bring them back from the dead. Sometimes I could, but I learned a lot, and believe me, he does. And Javi and Rob together are a great team for computers, so I'm so glad that, my nephew and my niece can help me because they're wonderful. You only wish you had them over there. There you are. That's what I could say to you. So let's see, it says new comments. Scroll up. Okay. Oh, Colleen says she plays some. Yeah. Well, Colleen, you know what? We're going to have them up. I usually hesitate to show you anything that I have it, but I don't have it up yet because that is annoying. But there's always stuff new coming in here. So it's like you can't help it, So I'm just telling you, I've got a lot and I can get more. The only thing that's going to take me to get time to get more is Sori ribbon. But I have a lot for now. There are full skeins on the website and there are full skeins on Etsy. There are more skeins on the website than Etsy. And at the website, currently, you can get 25% off with no minimum. 25 for all. Is that it? 25 off something. I don't know. Can you look it up?
Yeah, I can look it up.
She's going to tell you in a minute. And you can use that and you get whatever you want on the site. You can even apply it toward classes. I've been selling classes like crazy. So that's kind of nice. You too, Colleen. Have a great weekend. And also, you're very welcome, Andrea. I'm glad you came.
The code is 25 off all.
25 off all. See, I can't remember nothing.
It's okay.
25 OFFALL. No spaces, all caps. Okay? If you use that at the checkout, you will get 25% off your order at the website, beastboutiques.com. And when you have $50 still in your cart after use of coupons, you have free United States shipping, U.S. shipping is free. At Etsy, the best I can do is 10%, but you can't have that. You can have 10%. And at Etsy, it's kind of their shtick. They want their sellers to give free ship at 35, so I play the game. So I can't do a whole lot more there. But I mean, free shipping just by itself is a lot nowadays. You know, you guys that send packages out, you know what it costs. You know because you're paying it with other people that don't give you a break. And we're eating most of it. So, and that's for you. So, I mean, it's a good deal no matter how you look at it. So, I'm going to take off for today. And I want to thank Javi for coming on up here and doing the video. It's nice to have her back around. It's really nice. We are probably real soon going to start doing process videos again. What do I call them? Not process. Produce video.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, we'll probably do that so that I have to stay to the subject and can't go teetering off somewhere else because then that way the people who want to see it like now,
That's true.
you know, can see it a little bit quicker. So we'll do that, but we'll still have some lives too. So anyway, it's nice to see you today. I'm so glad you came. Thank you so much for supporting us. Please like, subscribe, and comment. This is vital. This is not just important.
And don't forget to share too.
And share. You know, people a lot of times don't share our videos, and that's okay, because I get it, because a lot of people, like if they are making jewelry for a living, they don't want to tell everybody where they get their stuff or how they learn how. And I understand. Believe me, I do. I mean, I don't go around telling everybody. The only one I ever told where I got it was 1928, because the only way you could get it was go out there to Burbank, and he wasn't going to let you in there unless you're going to spend like stupid money. So I could do that, but I can't do it with the rest of the stuff, and so I understand. But if you are doing this for a hobby, or it's not just a little sideline for you don't mind sharing, please do. I would help. It would help us a lot. But if you leave a comment, that's just as good.
Yeah.
And leaving a comment. Last week we had over 50 comments.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah, it was really good.
Wow.
So what'll happen? Javi's using a new program too to get our titles.
Get better titles.
You know, better for SEO at YouTube.
Purposes, yeah.
So we're hoping to get that boost up there and meet some new folks. But there are no friends like old friends.
That's true.
And believe me, you're old friends.
And we love you guys.
and I'm old too. No, I'm just kidding.
But we still love you guys.
Oh, of course we do. What would we do without them? Okay, Colleen, thank you. Hey, Brenda Jewelerette's here.
Hey, Brenda.
Woohoo! I've known Brenda Jewellerette for a while, let me tell you what. Brenda Jewellerette was one of my voice teachers back when I could sing.
Oh, wow.
Years ago. She and I used to sing together.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I was never as good as her. In fact, few people were as good as her. Anyway, so I hope you're all blushing now, Brenda. Okay, I said I'm leaving. Okay, bye-bye. Love you all, and we'll catch you next week at same time. Okay? All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Yay!